We've been reporting that a company in Massachusetts is suing New Mexico over the name Rail Runner. The two are both using essentially the same name, or so it would appear, and New Mexico is spelled as two words, except when you're looking at the website name. In Massachusetts, one word. Is that enough of a difference to solve a trademark dispute? The Massachusetts company is asking New Mexico to stop using the name, and they're doing it in federal court. Charles Foskett is the company's CEO.
The record is pretty strong here. We've had this trademark in use since 1995. We applied for a federal registration in 1993, in 2003. And we were granted a trademark registration by the Federal Trademark Office in 2005. And when we first learned about the possible use of this mark by New Mexico, we alerted them to the fact that we had the mark, and we asked them to stop. We subsequently asked them to negotiate, and they did not. We went forward with a complaint before the Trademark Trial and Appeals Board. We not only won in that case, but the defendants here, in their capitulation or their surrender in this case, admitted to the charges of fraud that we brought before them and we made to them in this action with the Trademark Trial and Appeals Board. So even subsequent to that, we've made attempts to negotiate this. In my opinion, the state the defendants here have acted in an arbitrary and capricious and arrogant manner with our intellectual property, and have left us no alternative but to seek redress in federal court, which is our right.
Now, you say they admitted to fraud. That was because they declined not to defend themselves in court against that charge.
Well, they defended themselves. The Trademark Trial and Appeals Board is the board that again, forgive me, I'm a layman here. But
at the Federal Trademark Office.
At the Federal Trademark Office that allows or disallows and resolves issues of trademark registration. And when they filed for a trademark registration for their mark, we filed in opposition because we had already obtained the trademark with that term. And in the course of this action, we presented the Trademark Trial and Appeals Board with evidence that they produced that in two separate affidavits they provided contradictory information. I'm not going to further describe it. One can, if you provide two different sworn affidavits with contradictory information, you can conclude what that implies. But in fact, that's the fraud.
This becomes a little more sticky than if you two were in unrelated industries. If you were making cosmetics and they were running a commuter line, is that one of the points your lawyers are making?
That's essentially that gets to the heart of the matter. I think our universe of buyers, our products are rail cars, very expensive. They're in the $100,000 a piece range, and when one puts a train together, you're talking about purchasing many hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars worth of product. And so our universe of buyers is a very small universe. Maybe it's 5,000 total worldwide, maybe 10,000. The result is that there are many, many more hits to the term Rail Runner on the web, and of course these web search engines and other tools that people use are the algorithms they use react to the number of searches or hits on the term. So we had a very unique trademark. We registered it. We've been using it. We've been following the rules and protecting our intellectual property all these years. And then suddenly the state of New Mexico is there with 100,000 users diluting our image and our trademark and the impact that we can have on the World Wide Web by violating our trademark. And that's the real crux of the issue here.
And market confusion in the process.
Market confusion, dilution, and I was at a trade show just last week, and the head of a trade organization, very knowledgeable, expert person, asked me, how's our business going in New Mexico? How's that project? And, he's a sophisticated individual, but yet when they see this in the news, people don't make the distinction, and it creates confusion. And this is something that we've invested millions and millions of dollars in our product and our company name, and we just have a responsibility to our shareholders that we cannot allow the state of New Mexico to hijack it and walk away with it.
And, of course, you have no idea how fast the court will react to your filing.
We don't have any sense of that.
Charles Foskett of the Rail Runner N.A. Company in Massachusetts. Rail Runner officials in New Mexico have not returned our call for comment.